And I want to have a little story time for you guys. And remember, guys, this is story time. This is just stories.
Jason Dwayne Blaha is a fitness YouTuber. If you visit Jason's YouTube channel today, you'll find a slightly eccentric man pumping out something to the tune of 5 videos a day, in which he sits in a chair and rambles about lifting-related topics. In his comments section, you'll mostly find people memeing about him subtly, or showing him ironic or insincere support. Because of this, you may not realize at first just how deep these still waters run. But Jason Blaha has perhaps undergone one of the worst cyberbullying campaigns ever. Certainly, one of the worst that I've seen. In this video I'll explain the entire Jason Blaha story, first detailing exactly what happened, and second giving my thoughts on the situation. Now before I begin, I realize that by simply recounting what has happened to Jason, it could be said that I'm contributing to the bullying of him. I'll clarify that concern at the end of the video, but rest assured that I'll try to approach this matter as respectfully as I can. If you go back to 2013, Jason was a sort of beloved figure in the fitness community. He ran a channel called Ice Cream Fitness. He was affable, he was respected, I guess for his knowledge and quirks, and lots of big names shouted him out. But it was only a matter of time before he unraveled and became his own nemesis. In, I believe, April 2013, Jason, living in the UK at the time, made several inflammatory videos accusing someone named Lane Norton of using anabolic steroids and having bogus, financially biased PhD research. But I guess because Jason didn't substantiate his claims with a great amount of evidence, and also because he was harming Dr. Norton's business and reputation with his videos, Dr. Norton decided to sue Jason for defamation. To evade the lawsuit, Jason fled the UK, abandoned his YouTube channel, and went back to Texas. In the ensuing or surrounding chaos, Jason broke up with his second wife, Emily. In Texas, Jason started making YouTube videos again, with a new channel named Juggernaut Fitness TV. I think Argonaut Fitness would have been more appropriate. And he slowly built back up a respectable following of almost 90,000 subscribers. Jason started dating a former stripper with several DUIs, whose legal name was Brittany Mooncookie Lee. And although things were looking good for Jason at this point, I believe everything began to go downhill for Jason in around August 2015. Now, to keen observers, Jason had always stated some pretty odd things about himself. But around this time was when he began to make really outlandish claims, like that he was a former private military contractor who did secret operations during the Clinton administration, that he used to do military interrogations in the Middle East. I'll go into some more of his claims later, but that's not really the focus of this video. In August 2015, a Jason Blaha discussion thread was created on the forum fitmisc.net. At first they simply joked about Jason in a relatively light-hearted fashion, well, relative to what was later to come, with each person in the thread posting new, interesting personal observations about Jason. See, Jason had so much content uploaded on his channel that no one person could have noticed each and every one of his strange claims combined. But when people started discussing him together, a catalogue of his various strange claims developed, and they realized just how strange Jason was. At this point, you could no longer put his claims down to simple hyperbole or braggadocio or ironic tall tales or harmless malarkey. He really was just appearing to be a liar. But it wasn't just Jason's lying that the trolls took issue with. I think they also didn't take kindly to Jason's fake tough guy persona, with Jason claiming that he is an alpha male, that he has a presence when he walks into a room, that he's killed armed men before, that you shouldn't cross him lest he shoot you, how he constantly wore military attire and flaunted his collection of guns, etc. With these factors combined, the animosity toward Jason grew to a point where the trolls in the thread started posting documentary-style YouTube videos exposing Jason for his strange behaviours. These videos became extremely popular, with Lane Norton, remember him, even paying money to advertise these videos. The Fitmiskers succeeded in making people turn on Jason, unsubscribe from him, and join in on the Jason Blaha exposed movement. what I think Jason did wrong in his handling of the trolls was how he responded to them. For example, when the trolls found out that Jason had an account named Dark Eternal on the David Icke forums, where Jason made thousands of posts about how he had reptilian DNA and could read minds, Jason responded with a video claiming that he only did that because he was a paid conspiracy fiction writer operating under a pseudonym with a non-disclosure agreement. In other words, Jason was defending his BS with more BS, from which the trolls of course derived great amusement. For a long time, it was as if the more trolls pushed Jason, the more they would get out of him. As a measure of damage control, in response to his rapidly decreasing subscriber count and trashed reputation, Jason made even more blunders. What stands out in my mind as Jason's worst blunder was when he solicited one of his friends, or rather his girlfriend's friends, help in testifying to the veracity of his mercenary past. So Jason made a new YouTube channel under the name CopperTop22, where he made his friend read from a script, saying that he used to do mercenary work with Jason, and among other things that Jason's mercenary alias was Hemingway, because Jason used to quote Hemingway while doing undercover work. Jason attempted to disguise his friend's identity in this video by putting a swirl effect on his face, distorting his voice, and making him wear a hat and sunglasses. But one of the trolls found this video before Jason could even mention it by filtering Mr BlahBlah videos on YouTube to those uploaded within the last hour. In possession of this video, the trolls uncovered the identity of Jason's friend by simply unswirling his face, and then matching the man's face to one of Jason's Facebook friends named J. Parker O'Rourke. The trolls made more videos about this, further trashing Jason's reputation, and they even managed to get J. Parker O'Rourke fired from his job by saying that he assisted Jason in valor theft. In a funny twist, J. Parker eventually joined the FitMisc forum 3 years later, after Jason broke up with Mooncookie, siding with the trolls and sharing funny stories about Jason, like that Jason brought a gun to a pool party, refused to get in the pool, and was otherwise socially inept. Another blunder occurred after the trolls sent videos of Jason to a website called popularmilitary.com, who made an article about Jason, exposing his valor theft. This article sent many disgruntled veterans Jason's way. So in response, Jason made a video where, among other things, he threatened to respond with deadly force to veterans who didn't believe in his story. This video was a godsend for the trolls, as Jason basically shot himself in the foot with it. The video was not taken well by Jason's audience, it was subject to mockery by the whole fitness community, and it made Popular Military write yet another article about Jason. By this point, Jason was a husk of what he once was. Although he got many exposed videos taken down under DMCA copyright claims, this is partially why I'm hesitant to show pictures or video evidence of these events, this copyright claims effort was too little too late, and to an extent the strategy even worked against Jason, because first, it only aggravated the trolls more and made them that much more motivated to take Jason down, and second, he got community guideline strikes on YouTube when the trolls successfully countered Jason's copyright claims. The community guideline strikes prevented Jason from putting thumbnails on his videos, further decimating his videos' view counts. In an attempt to make his aggregate view count rise, Jason started posting 5 videos a day, compared to his normal 1 to 2. Jason was constantly policing his comment section, erasing troll comments, and he hid his subscription count from view. He changed his video format to obtain more ad revenue, simply sitting in a chair making ammunition while rambling for 10 minutes straight. Jason's physical shape during this time also degenerated. He gained a lot of body fat, even though he asserted that it was all muscle mass. If you think Jason's fortunes couldn't possibly get any lower than this, or that the trolls would have given up, they found a mugshot and a police report of Jason's from when Jason was around age 21, where I believe he was arrested for being in illegal possession of cannabis and firearms, and/or for driving without a license. The judge didn't give Jason a harsh sentence though, because the judge deemed that his intelligence was around the level of the average 12-year-olds. While I think it's highly unlikely that Jason's intelligence is that low, the trolls obviously still found this funny. The trolls also found this police report funny, because it contradicted Jason's mercenary claims. Jason claimed that he did mercenary work around the age of 21. when actually it turned out that he was obese and being arrested for petty crimes. Hardly a mercenary in peak physical shape. Also, the police report said that Jason was meek and on the verge of tears during the arrest, or something like that, which further contradicted Jason's tough guy persona. This is all very sad, but it pales in comparison to what I'm about to reveal. All of the trolling that had occurred so far had been done online, but the trolls were in possession of Jason's home address, so it was only a matter of time before something serious happened. Out of the blue, on the fitness forum, a controversial figure emerged on the thread, whose username was CuckFinn. CuckFinn took the trolling to another level when he started making advertisements on the website Craigslist, in an attempt to get all sorts of sexual deviants to turn up at Jason's home address, under the assumption that they'd be getting freaky. These advertisements were successful, and people started turning up at Jason's front door. Jason, although probably intermittently monitoring the fitness thread about him, was likely unaware of the true reasons why these people were visiting his house, and probably assumed that they were his internet trolls out to kill or humiliate him. So Jason started posting videos to his Instagram where he was walking around his apartment complex with an assault rifle, ready to shoot these people whom he took to be internet trolls. Eventually he posted 2 videos where he aimed a rifle at 2 different men who arrived at his door. In one of the videos, he got the guy to put his ID on the floor before leaving, which Jason then took. In other words, Jason committed armed robbery. The guy who was robbed didn't press charges though, either out of shame for the nature of his visit, or his realization that Jason was also a victim in this malevolent scenario. After this situation unfolded, Jason was eventually kicked out of his apartment and his gym. This owed also to the stream of negative reviews and phone calls that the trolls gave to Jason's gym, and the flyers that were sent to residents of Jason's apartment complex. If you didn't think this period could get any worse for Jason, the trolls also obtained a video of Jason's girlfriend Mooncookie stripping and dancing nude for some kind of Halloween event in 2016, still in the same year. Now, this wouldn't have been at all scandalous if not for the fact that Jason had recently criticized another fitness YouTuber named Nick Wright for uploading a picture where his girlfriend was embracing or kissing another girl, calling Nick, in Jason's words, a beta cuckold for allowing that to take place. So, if you expanded on Jason's logic, that would make Jason well, you get the picture. Even to this day, whenever Jason tries to do something in public or associate with other people, the trolls usually find out and shut it down, bringing BlahBlah back to square one. I can think of a few instances of this happening, like when Jason tried to give a seminar at a gym about the deadlift under an alias, Jason B or something, but the main instance that stands out in every BlahBlah historian's mind is the Tommy's Garage incident. So Tommy's Garage was some kind of amateur right-wing radio show or podcast, and it was filmed with a live audience. So Jason and his girlfriend Mooncookie would attend these Tommy's Garage episodes in the audience. You probably know where this is going, but the trolls obtained footage of Jason at these events, trying to fit in by wearing Donald Trump t-shirts and supporting the conservative political stand. But he still seemed out of place, as if he was trying too hard to fit in. Just as an aside, speaking of Jason's political views, somebody recovered Jason's old videos from his deleted Ice Cream Fitness channel, where Jason claimed that he was politically liberal and pro-equal rights, left-leaning. But people have also recovered KKK writings of Jason's, dating back to 2001. So where his real allegiances are is a movable feast. Jason does this with nutrition too, where whatever diet he's following is healthy, and whatever he's not following is garbage. I'm getting off topic. Back to Tommy's Garage. Jason was raiding their fridge and feasting on whatever was there, and the trolls obviously had to put a stop to this, so they pressured Tommy's Garage to kick Jason off by emailing one of Tommy's Garage's sponsors, some kind of pro-veteran seafood restaurant, and telling them that they should sever their funding of Tommy's Garage for having Jason the Valor Thief on. The anti-BlahBlah trolls are a dangerous bunch, so Tommy's Garage kicked Jason off. No doubt this would have caused a rift between Jason and Mooncookie, because the Tommy's Garage crew was considering having Mooncookie on as a main fixture of their show. We're nearing the end of the major things to happen to Jason. Many little things have happened along the way. big fitness YouTubers deciding to roast Jason after he made video after video about them, people calling Jason's family members to ask about Jason's mercenary past, and Jason's subsequent video responses to those phone calls. I recall that someone built a Jason BlahBlah effigy and burnt it on camera. Someone infiltrated Jason's direct messages on Facebook once and got funny confessions out of him. The same thing also happened on a Discord chat. There have been several phone interviews with Jason. There's even been upheaval within the FitMisk ranks, such as conflict over an Israeli anti-BlahBlah content creator named Shadowman, who was also the Facebook infiltrator. After Jason's new home address was leaked when Mooncookie doxed Jason after their breakup, some guy named Alex Rosen went to Jason's house and made a real-life interview with him, and then put flyers up in the surrounding area to warn Jason's neighbours that, well, they lived next to Jason. The trolls also shut down Jason's romantic efforts with another woman after Mooncookie left him. At one point it was even discovered that over the course of a year, Jason was secretly uploading hundreds of videos to a separate channel called the ASMR Cardio Gamer, where he would play World of Warcraft while using a stationary bike and occasionally whispering into the microphone. Several funny things resulted from this, like Jason confessing that he wanted to shoot the leaf blower outside his house, Jason spilling coffee all over himself and swearing, and Jason bragging through his veil of anonymity about how he owned a huge YouTube fitness channel. There's also some compelling evidence that Jason was responsible for his dog's death due to simple negligence. Mooncookie and Jason rescued a dog named Nova during the Houston floods, whom Jason kept and shortly let die after his breakup when Jason went on holiday, leaving the dog alone without food or water for days. Indeed, Jason's first wife Anna said that Jason abused their cat. It was alleged that Jason loved to put a sock over the cat's head and spin it around repeatedly. It could be he said, she said, but you get the picture. It's at the point now where Jason's reputation is so bad that he can't get much, if any, lower. Any damage that could be done has been done. But part of what makes this saga so interesting to me is how Jason never stopped uploading videos no matter what the trolls did to him. Despite any personal issues he went through, he rarely let it show on camera, and didn't go longer than one day without uploading a YouTube video, even during the Craigslist episode and his breakup. Jason never gave up against overwhelming odds, and to me that's an astonishing sign of fortitude. Whenever the trolls predicted that Jason would soon crumble, he would always manage to keep going. Furthermore, he seems in some ways to have redeemed himself. Even though this was years too late, he eventually admitted that his mercenary tales were a lie. Jason also built a home gym, which means that the trolls can't bother him as they do when he trains at a normal gym. Because of this, Jason is getting in relatively good shape again, relative to how he was during the worst of the trolling, I mean. His subscriber count is north of 100,000 now, and is still growing, even if it's augmented by an ironic viewership. He now runs an online coaching business. Jason has made the best of a terrible, dead-end situation. To end this video, any other mediocre, fence-sitting documentary-style YouTuber who makes videos about lolcows like Jason would say the predictable,
"This is a cautionary tale. This shows that you need to be more careful on the internet."
But that's like saying the bullied kid needs to be more careful in the playground. It's victim blaming, and I've always had a problem with that line of thinking. Instead, let's talk about Jason's trolls. In this context, there'd be the bullies in the playground. In my opinion, they went down collectively with Jason. I get that it's exciting and righteous fun to look for creative ways to bring someone down through the internet. But to take down Jason, they not only stooped to his level morally, but went much lower, what with the Craigslist ads, the burning of BlahBlah effigies, etc. I've spent a lot of time reading through the FitMisk forums, and I can't help but think that those who post in the thread sincerely believing that they're conducting some kind of important, ethically minded truth crusade against this reprehensible individual are as delusional as Jason. I feel that those people are just like bullies in a playground, looking for a justification for their malice, just picking on the one weird kid whom everyone else is ganging up on. I don't want to sound patronizing, but I would encourage any FitMisk guys who may be watching this video to sit on that. Is it really a noble truth crusade, or is it just bully? Thank you for watching. I hope that I've contributed to the Jason BlahBlah history and helped make the internet a more civilized place.
We fight for the glory of God, and we win by the grace of God!
Welcome to VKVDM's channel on YouTube. Please subscribe and click the bell icon for video updates.